Today's coverage of the IHSA Girls Volleyball Championships is proudly presented by Country Companies Insurance. When it matters most, the country's behind you. And by Pepsi. Nothing else is a Pepsi. From the campus of Illinois State University, Sports Channel presents the Illinois High School Association A and AA Volleyball Championships. And welcome to Redbird Arena, normally the home of the teams here at Illinois State. Now the High School Association has taken over for the Girls Volleyball Championships. I'm Mike Lederman, joined by Danny Tyler. We have got the A and AA to bring you. Looking ahead to AA, Danny, going to be a rematch from last year. Downers Grove South and Mother McCauley.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredible game. We have Downers Grove South looking to defend. Mother McCauley definitely looking for revenge. An exciting match.
That'll be coming up after the Class A Championship, which is a story in itself. One of the finalists is from Kansas, Illinois. In case you're wondering, it's about 12 miles from Charleston, Illinois. Total enrollment in this school for both sexes, grades 9 through 12, Danny, 71 students. The senior class is 14, of whom 10 are girls, and this is a team that could be, if not the smallest, one of the smallest ever to get a team in the finals.
Small but tenacious. They're currently on a 16-game winning streak, led by Amy Nichols, 5'9" senior middle hitter, led the team in kills this year.
The opponents from a little larger area, but a small school nonetheless, St. Francis of Wheaton. This is a team that has won three championships in the history of their coach, Peg Kopech, who has coached there for the past 23 of 24 years, and they are a well-balanced outfit.
Yeah, this is their 8th trip down here, and they're led by their 6-foot junior outside hitter, Aaron Bird, who also leads their team in kills.
So we've got two teams from different parts of the state, little different stories there. Both will be going for the one state title. We'll be back to introduce the schools and have the first game in just a minute. All set for the introductions of the teams from Kansas and from St. Francis of Wheaton. Here's the public address announcer, Julianne Bolts.
7 Class A championship match. For the home team, the Spartans of St. Francis, who enter the match with a record of 38 wins and 4 losses. Please meet Coach Peg Kopech. Coach Kopech has a career record of 590 wins, 169 losses, and 2 ties. For the visiting team, the Lady Bulldogs of Kansas, who enter the match with a record of 37 wins and 4 losses. Please meet Coach Brenda McCarty. Coach McCarty has a career record of 219 wins and 66 losses. And now let's meet the non-starting players. For Wheaton St. Francis, number 4, Nicole Beck. Number 9, Marley Grafton for Kansas. For the Spartans, number 6, Aaron Kopech. For Kansas, number 6, Britta Lang. For the Spartans, number 8, Jill Ulrich. For the Lady Bulldogs, number 12, Amanda Webb. And for Wheaton St. Francis, number 9, Laura Jaworski.
Okay.
Number 11, Lindsay Cotter. Number 20, Becky Ferg. Number 22, Gina Reynolds. And number 40, Deborah Weigel. And now for the starting lineup. For Wheaton St. Francis, in right back, a 5'4" junior, number 7, Jamie Celebron. For Kansas, in right back, a 5'2" senior, number 15, Tanya Tabor. For St. Francis, in right front, a 5'9" senior, number 17, Erica Greer. For Kansas, right front, a 5'6" sophomore, number 21, Sarah Ritchie. For the Spartans, in center front, a 5'8" junior, number 33, Katie Virtue. For the Lady Bulldogs, in center front, a 5'9" senior, captain, number 19, Amy Nichols. For St. Francis, in left front, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Beth Rodriguez. For Kansas, in left front, a 5'6" junior, number 1, Gretchen Bennett. For Wheaton St. Francis, in left back, a 6' junior, number 44, Erin Bird. For the Lady Bulldogs, in left back, a 5'9" junior, number 4, Crystal Graham. For Wheaton St. Francis, in center back, a 5'8" senior, captain, number 30, Shannon Melka. And in center back for Kansas, a 5'8" junior, number 13, Julie Washburn.
There are your starting lineups. We'll be back with the first game in the Class A championships in a minute.
The floor officials for this match.
The overview, a good house here at Redbird Arena. Kansas against St. Francis. The Spartans of Wheaton St. Francis will be in blue, closest to you right now. And at the top of your picture, the Lady Bulldogs in the white with purple. Our country company starting lineups for Kansas. We will see Gretchen Bennett setting with Graham, Washburn, Tabor, Nichols, and Ritchie. And over on the other side for St. Francis, the setter will be Shannon Melka along with Katie Virtue and Erin Bird, Erica Greer, Beth Rodriguez, and Jamie Celebron. So that is the St. Francis lineup as we told you right there. They work a 6-2, so there'll be a couple of setters, Shannon Melka and Katie Virtue, 33 and 30. As we are underway, that's Erica Greer getting up for St. Francis. Long rally to start. But a point for the Spartans.
You can tell these girls are starting off a little bit slow, Mike. You can tell they're nervous. This is a championship game. A little bit of miscommunication. They got to work the bugs out, but I'm sure they'll do it soon.
Amy Nichols tries to go over, but again, called on the hit, so it's 2-0. Quickly Wheaton out in front. If there is a favorite, it would have to be Wheaton as they serve. And the call into the net will be a side out for the Lady Bulldogs of Kansas. So they will get the opportunity to serve with Sarah Ritchie. Sarah, 15-year-old sophomore. Big moment for her, trailing 2-0.
When we take a look at this Kansas team, they're much shorter. Let's see how they handle these big guns up in front for Wheaton.
And just out as Erica Greer came off the back line, but sent that one just long. So it's 2-1. And a service ace, if you will, more than Greer could handle, so we're all even. Sophomore not showing any jitters as she is set to serve 2-all. Once again, and this time finding the mark was Erica Greer, side out. As you take a look at Brenda McCarty. Boy, was she happy to make a final. She said, we're just glad to be here. Don't you believe that for 1 minute. They are extremely competitive. Kansas coach. And the net violation called. So it'll be a side out. And going back to serve will be Amy Nichols. You saw Erin Bird, a close-up of her. And the bench for Wheaton St. Francis with Peg Popick. Running things. That serve will be wide.
Wheaton St. Francis seems to have a very, very tall front row. That's 6'0", 5'11", 5'9".
And a service ace.
And obviously they have quite a bit of finesse as well. They can put the ball where people are not.
3-2 St. Francis. And again, 2 in a row for Katie Virtue. We forgot to tell you, she was probably the best server on the team, but you know that by now. Here's Virtue serving 4-2. She is on fuego, as they say.
Kansas starting off a little bit shaky. Seems like they need to communicate a little bit more on the court.
So Sarah Ritchie calling her mates to settle down, trailing 2-5. Bumped up by Rodriguez. Tried to dump it to Julie Washburn, but to no avail. So it's 6-2 for Wheaton. Again, of course, best 2 out of 3 games or sets. Bird. And Erin Bird finally makes her presence felt with a big kill for a side out.
Erin Bird led their team in kills this year. Shows it why there.
Side out, nothing. Another point, 7-2. It'll be a timeout here as the Bulldogs take it, trailing 7-2. We'll be back. A look at the crowd, always into this. And St. Francis has run off 5 straight points at the hands of Katie Virtue right there. 7-2, she leads her team first game. And that'll be a side out as Julie Washburn, all 5'8" of her, came down and slammed it through the block.
That's really what Kansas is going to need to do. It's such a very tall front row for St. Francis. They're not going to have to hit into the blocks. They're going to have to hit off the blocks and swish it past their hands as they're up for a block.
Bulldogs serving. Virtue the set. Nice action at the net. And hitting long was Washburn. So side out, Wheaton. Couple of substitutions coming in for the Spartans. Number 22, Gina Reynolds, for one. She will come in to serve, as well as number 11, 5'11", Lindsay Cotter, to play the front line. 7-2, Wheaton serving with the lead. And net infraction called.
That's very tough for that setter. She really needs a good pass right up to her. Recently, the passes have been close to the net, and it's very tough for a setter to get a good set off when she's so tight to the net.
Wheaton on a roll here. Once again, a fine serve by Reynolds. Makes it 9-2 with a service ace.
Wheaton looks very comfortable and relaxed, and this is their 8th trip here, so I guess they should be. 3 state titles, they're going for their 4th.
Here's the set to Bird. Well, certainly that's what the Bulldogs have to do more of.
Erin Bird, 6 feet tall. Imagine how tall she is when she really reaches up there for that hit.
St. Francis now up 10-2. And that time, coming through was Crystal Graham, and Graham now goes back to serve, breaking the string here, trying to get some points on the board, trailing by 8. Virtue the short set, and putting it away was Lindsay Cotter, side out. Wheaton just having it all its way, at least in the early stages here. Bird to serve. And the good blocks for St. Francis. Virtue the set. And Greer, nicely saved by Washburn. But the Bulldogs hit long. 11-2. Good look at Julie Washburn.
Their Wheaton St. Francis's model this year is solid as a rock, because all around they are solid at every position.
And that time Washburn came across with the side out. And Julie will serve. And you get a flow of an offense here. And so far, Kansas has not been able to do much with this big Wheaton team. Nicely placed, slapping with the left hand. Good play. Shannon Milka. We told you she's a natural lefty, and right there it came in handy. Here's Shannon now, serving 11-2. Nicely dug.
The Spartans are known for taking on the toughest competition possible. They competed this year in the prestigious Nike Challenge. They had 5 wins at Mount Pulaski's Fall Festival and 2 perfect matches this year.
Now they're on a 10-point run. And that was good. Launched by Amy Nichols to a side out. And the charge stops, at least momentarily. Substitution coming in. Table to serve. Coming through is Greer. Nicely dug. And a rare miss as Greer went into the net. So the string is broken. It's now 10-3. Still a big uphill climb now for Kansas.
Coach Brenda McCarty this year really feels that this team is the best offensive team she's ever had at Kansas, and she's really looking for the senior leadership of her senior Amy Nichols to power her team.
The Cotter was just one, so it's 12-4. Bird coming through. Virtue has it dug. And a nice over the block by Amy Nichols. And now a mini run here for Kansas.
This team for Kansas is definitely scrappy, very tenacious. They will come up on you and sneak up on you and come after you.
Rather emphatic play right there from Greer. Erica Greer. And more substitutions. Beth Rodriguez comes back. And coming in to serve will be Jamie Celebron. 12-5 first game, Class A final. Wheaton St. Francis serving with the lead. Nichols on the block. Right back was Virtue for St. Francis. Nichols again. Nicely dug out. Nichols have to bump this one out. Greer. Side out. Kansas. This is Sarah Ritchie, who got the first couple of points for her team. Can she do it again? Over the top, Katie Virtue to stuff that. So it's a side out.
St. Francis's front row is so dominant. It's the big difference in the game right now.
Rear, and we get a net infraction. That'll be side out for the Kansas Lady Bulldogs.
Kansas will not back down. They are a very tough team. They currently are on a 29 out of the last 30 games they've won, currently on a 16-game winning streak. They will not back down, Mike.
Aaron Bird missing wide to the left. So we're at 12-6. Peg Kopech doesn't want her team to lose that edge. Nichols serving. There's the set. And again, that big front line. Down to the set, and again, Bird mistiming it. Well, Bulldogs are making a run in here. There are the Bulldog fans coming up from Kansas on a 5-0 run. Beautiful placement by Katie Virtue. Just dumped it over the front line, so side out. And here's Katie to serve.
Mike, this is what impresses me about this St. Francis team. They have all the power in the world. They're so big, but they also have incredible court sense. When they see a hole, they'll dink it in there. They'll put the ball where a person is not.
Beautiful save by Celebron, but couldn't quite do it. So it's 12-7. This game featured a 10-0 run, but now Kansas has scored the last 5. 10-0 run, of course, for Wheaton St. Francis. Virtue the set. Bird. Banging too nicely was Graham. Nicely dug. Bird with the left hand.
Let's take a look at a replay right here. Great extension, and look at this. Great dig. This is why they are solid as a rock. Left hand come through. What a tough team.
Just a little change up off the hand of Aaron Bird. And 4 hits, 13-7, 2 points from game 1. That's Gina Reynolds in to serve. Nichols has it dug by Reynolds. Bird. And a nice little dump by Crystal Graham for the side out. There's Crystal Graham, 16-year-old 5'9" junior. Now serving at 7-13. Well, nothing subtle about that. Lindsay Cotter at 5'11" puts it down, side out. Here's Bird to serve.
The blockers for Kansas got up a little bit late on that. They're going to have to react a lot sooner to these big hitters and go up there and make some tough blocks.
And they did. Nicely done. Side out. Good play by Julie Washburn. Julie going back to serve.
And that's exactly what Kansas is going to have to do to win this ball game. They're going to have to hit off the blockers, not hit into the blockers.
Greer gets the tip, so it'll be side out. And again, Katie Virtue trying to get a point up here after 7 straight side outs. Nichols has it blocked. That big front line once again with Virtue and Lindsay Cotter. And it's game point. 14-7. We'll show you the replay as we get a timeout.
This is the power of St. Francis. The line is unstoppable.
You see the two. And the biggest player on the floor at 6 foot is Aaron Bird. But Shannon Melka 5'8", Katie Virtue 5'8", Erica Greer 5'9", Beth Rodriguez at 5'11". For Wheaton St. Francis. Broadcast rights to the 1997 Girls Volleyball State Championships have been granted to Sports Channel and Intersport Television by the Illinois High School Association. Any rebroadcast of this event without the consent of the IHSA, Sports Channel and Intersport Television is strictly prohibited. And now serving game point is Shannon Melka as we wait momentarily. There's the whistle. Nichols has it sent right back at her, and that is game one. 15-7. Wheaton St. Francis halfway home. The teams will change sides. We'll start game two. First, though, a few words. They're happy here. Good crowd. Kind of looks like a small-time version of the Cameron Indoor Stadium crowd, the Duke Blue Devil colors as well, but they are cheering for the Spartans of Wheaton St. Francis. Meanwhile, we tell you, our IHSA coverage continues, of course, with our Thanksgiving Football Fest. We'll be out there for the State Football Championships live on the 28th, day after Thanksgiving, starting with 1A at 10 a.m., then the 2A, and then in the afternoon, 3A and 4A on Sports Channel Plus. Come Saturday, November 29th, the 5A and 6A championships live right here on Sports Channel. The IHSA State Football Championships just around the corner, and Sports Channel is your exclusive home for all the excitement. We'll be out there. It'll be, well, actually, we'll be right here, just outside. It'll be a little cooler, just a little cooler. Nice hot atmosphere right now, as the Lady Bulldogs of Kansas trying to get it going again as we start game two. Virtue kicks it over. Ritchie in kind. Greer has it. Back Nichols. Wheaton's Greer again. Good long rally. Nichols sends it over, but wide.
You know, Mike, when I look at this Kansas team, there's vision of the movie Hoosiers in the back of my head, and in a way, everyone here has got to have a special place in their heart for a small school like Kansas that comes out and plays this tough, and is in the championship game.
As we told you, there are only 2 seniors on the roster for Kansas. There are only 10 girls in the whole senior class of 14. That's not bad. 4 guys, 2 girls. Prom must be, I don't know. Stay away from that. Aaron Bird coming through with the big hit. Nichols sends it the other way. The official IHSA listing is 85 students at Kansas High. In fact, there were only 71. Used to be 72, but somebody moved away, I'm told, right at the beginning of the season.
Look at that move. Incredible touch. Incredible touch.
And it's a side out. I'll show you that again.
This is a Michael Jordan move. Didn't even look, found a hole with those eyes in the back of her head and put it right there.
Still scoreless here in game 2. Nice by Graham. And Crystal Graham gets the side out.
And Crystal hit off that block well. The blocker was coming down, and that's when you want to go after those arms. You don't want to get the blocker when full extension is up over the net. You want to get her on the way down.
Back set, nicely played as Rodriguez took the set and just dumped it behind.
Mike, it's hard to find a weakness looking at this St. Francis team. They're tough in every area.
Well, you know, they also play basically a double-A schedule of tournaments, too. They played a lot of the fun. They played the Nike tournament. They played the Pumpkin tournament. So they are battle-tested. And again, the serve of Gina Reynolds, too much to handle. 1-0. Spartans leading. And once again, Aaron Bird pushing it out of bounds. Side out. There's Aaron. 286 kills on the regular season, along with 62 blocks. And a good look there at Amanda Webb, who's come in for Kansas. Bird again. Had plenty of time to set up and go over the block.
Sometimes you'd think a person like that would just want to hit away and be explosive all the time, but she's a smart player and she has incredible court skills.
that. 2-0. Wheaton ahead game 2 after winning the first 15-7. There is Aaron Bird with a service ace.
You know, a lot of volleyball teams take their bigger players out when they get to the back row. But Erin is such an incredible athlete, they'll let her get back there and let her play defense.
Kansas huddles up. And they substitute Britta Lang, a 15-year-old sophomore. Goes in the back line. Bird serving 3-0.
For Kansas, with their enrollment of only 71 students, it uses approximately 27% of its female student body on the volleyball team. So bench warmers are pretty hard to come by,
that's
Mike.
true. We told you there are only 9 players on the roster. Side out, substitutions. Lang comes out, Amy Nichols comes back in. And Crystal Graham to serve, 0-3. And it is blocked back. Side out, nicely done. Take a look at Shannon Melka again. And the back set, got the touch. Julie Washburn going up and over. Making contact, so it's side out. Washburn serving. Still 3-0. Wheaton St. Francis. Got her heads up and see right back at her. Here's Greer. Erica Greer, 3-year starter, puts it down.
Look at the power in Erica Greer. Full extension. There's nothing you could do about picking up that ball. Straight down.
Jamie Celebrant there to serve as she comes back into the lineup. Still 3-0. Wheaton St. Francis, Class A championship, game 2.
That was a tough ball for Amy Nichols to hit. The set was pretty low. All she could really do was push that ball into her blockers.
All right, there's timeout on the floor. 4-0 Wheaton St. Francis, game 2. They have won the first game 15-7. Back after this. And there's probably a distant relative of our director, Maurice Wallace, either that or third runner-up in the Dan Haggerty look-alike contest. He's here, and the serve goes long. Yes, sirree, volleyball is a sport for everyone. Mike Lederman along with Danny Tyler, Maurice Wallace in our truck, our Sports Channel Trio video crew. Here in nice, warm, cozy Redbird Arena as you look at Peg Popek and her brain trust, looking for a 4th state championship. Big hit by Wheaton.
Well, Wheaton is definitely fired up. I don't know if there's really anything you could do right now to stop this team.
4-0 lead here for Wheaton. Greer serving. And missed. Going for the sideline. Our officials tonight, the referee, Linda Vanderleest, the umpire, Vicky DeMay, the 2 line judges, Kate Tadlock and Karen Taylor. Sarah Ritchie serving. Bird, nothing subtle there. I guess we're going to have to say it at some point, huh? Bird came flying through. Put it away, 4-0 after the side out. And there is that left hand again. Virtue set up Melka, the 2 setters working hand in hand.
There's the finesse we were talking about in this team. Yes, they've got the power, but they also have the athleticism.
5-0. Wheaton. Short set, bang, zoom, Rodriguez. Beth Rodriguez
Okay, we showed the finesse before. This is the power, Mike.
Yeah. Hitting them where they ain't. 6-0. Bennett the set. There's Bird finding a hole. And again. Aaron Bird just playing above the net. Way above the net.
The St. Francis team has a lot of sports in their blood. Katie Virtue's father played football. Shannon Melton's father wrestled. Nicole Beck's father played football. It's in the genes, Mike. And they all played, actually, at St. Francis.
Graham. And Crystal Graham getting the side out. And Amy Nichols trying to get her team on the board here in game 2. Good dig by Greer. Bennett sets it. Ritchie saves it. Nice rally here, and that's that. Aaron Bird with another kill.
It really seems tough for Kansas to start gaining momentum. They make some great plays there, and then all of a sudden, here comes St. Francis, and they just blow it right back at you. There's really nothing you could do. Kansas is trying to gain the momentum, but look at this. Can you stop this?
Bump, set, kill. That's the way they diagram it. Back to live action. 7-0 now. And right back at him. Once again, Shannon Melka. And it is 8-0.
I think St. Francis has got a little bit of adrenaline going through them right now. You can see it in their eyes. They are ready to win.
They're looking for the bagel. That one wide. Still 8-0. Northern Illinois graduate, Peg Kopek. Degree in education. Nice look at Bennett, serving. And side out. Kansas takes a timeout, trailing 8-0. Trying to regroup. And we'll show you that last point because St. Francis has just got everything going.
Here's a quick set up the middle. St. Francis doing a great job of keeping the blockers of Kansas off guard. They'll do a quick set up the middle, and then they'll shoot one outside, forcing the Kansas blockers to always be on the move and always try to guess.
Wheaton St. Francis now. Tournament winner back in '88, again in '91, and again the following year in '92. So, of course, none of these players played in any state championship team, on any state championship team.
We've got a pretty rowdy crowd, Mike.
Oh, yeah, well, that's good. We like it.
This is what high school sports are all about.
St. Francis lost in the quarters last year. Now looking for the big trophy. Here's Aaron Bird serving 8-0. And a good block back by Amanda Webb. So side out, Kansas. Here's Graham again looking for that first point of the second game for her team. Crystal Graham. And the big left hand got the tip from Shannon Melka. So side out again.
St. Francis is relaxed. You could, as you saw before on the last screen, they've got real nice big smiles on their faces. They're playing relaxed, they're playing tough.
Virtue. Bennett the dig out. But Kansas could not convert. And it is 9-0. Nichols, Bennett, and down you go. Once again, Julie Washburn coming in to get a side out. But still no points for Kansas. There's Washburn. Down 9-0 in a game. Right down, right there, Greer.
Right when we think Kansas is making a move back, making some great plays, then all of a sudden, Wheaton St. Francis comes through with another big hit.
Boom.
Can you stop that, Mike?
Personally, no. You probably could when you played. I would have just applauded and said, nice shot, next.
I really don't think so. These girls, from the time that I played back in '92 to now, the game of volleyball itself has rose to another level. It's incredible.
That's a good point. Peg Kopek, when I asked her, you know, the brilliant journalistic question, compare your state championship teams to this one, said you really can't. The game has changed so much. So what she does like about this team is it's got personality, it's also got unity, and it's got more than a little bit of talent. Side out, there is Brenda McCarty, and she has done some kind of a job. Again, you know, we could play the small school routine up to a certain point. The fact is, though, Brenda runs outstanding programs both in junior high and senior high, and none of her teams has ever finished lower or out of the Sweet 16 at any level.
And her players have tremendous respect and love for her. After they won the semis to get into this championship game, they all were going over, giving her big hugs. They have tremendous respect for this woman.
Little dump for a side out. And here is Erica Greer. There's the score, still pitching the shutout. Nichols sets it down. And they'll try again. And we get an illegal hit, so they are on the board. Kansas gets a first point, 9-1.
Kansas can't wait much longer to make their move. Now it's going to have to be their time.
Well, you see that they don't have the physical strength to overpower this team. See what they can do to outsmart them. And that seems to be pretty tough, too. Look out. That time she missed it as Erin Bird mistimed that leap. And the set just a little low for her. So it's 9-2. Remember, coming up after this, the AA final, the rematch of a big match, a final from last year. Mother McCauley and defending champion Downer South. Oh, everybody's looking forward to that one.
Last year, that was pretty much one of the best high school championships ever.
You know, I would say take out the pretty much. That was as exciting a final as any event in any sport. Going to 3 games and 15-13 the final game, a couple of controversial calls. Big hits, and Downers Grove South won its first title. Ritchie now at 9-3. And Bird. Oh. Erin Bird.
There's a momentum stopper right here. I wonder what these girls eat for breakfast, Mikey.
Just about everything, probably. And we go to 10-3. Gina Reynolds. Now Katie Virtue to serve. 5 points from the state title. Bennett sets it. And Nichols. Back it comes. They'll try it again. This time they go with success to Crystal Graham.
Crystal did a great job handling that ball. It was a tight set to the net. Most girls would just go ahead and try to slam it. She used her brain, and she just dunked it right over, right off the block.
Nichols to serve, back set, and a smart play. Side out. And here comes Lindsay Cotter back in, replacing Jamie Celebron.
With every substitution, it seems like this front row is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, physically, there's no comparison. There it was again. So it's 11-3. St. Francis marching to a title. That's Rodriguez's serve. Oh, smart play. What a smart play. Lindsay Cotter just dumping it over the front line. 12-3.
I think that's what you call good hands. Did you see that? Relaxed, good hands. Fans are going wild. What's up with this one?
Well, we've got the Wheaton St. Francis folks on their feet cheering. There it is.
Hands.
Lindsay Cotter.
Very soft hands.
5'11", good agility, and a carry called. So 2 points from the championship. The 8th St. Francis ace in this match. And back it comes, the big front line. Cotter and Bird, and we're at match championship point.
You want to see a wall, Mike? Take a look at this. I don't think there's a much better wall in the States.
And you see how they're together. They're big, but they're also cohesive. So that's a double dipper. Championship point. Rodriguez serving. And a nicely played set and a nicely played skill by Crystal Graham. So hold the celebration at least for a moment.
Kansas won't back down. I mean, they haven't in the past. They are here in the state championship game. It's obvious that this team is a bunch of fighters. It may be 14-3 right now, but I'd go for Kansas to come back.
Webb and Nichols back in. The setter, Bennett. Gretchen Bennett serving here. And for a rare occasion, Lindsay Cotter had it sent right back at her. So we're at 14-4. Gretchen Bennett, she'll be back. She is just a junior. And Aaron Bird coming from the right side this time. Side out. Once again, championship point. And Aaron will try to serve it out. St. Francis fans to our right on their feet. It is long. It is a championship. Wheaton St. Francis, 15-7, 15-4. The Class A girls champs from 1997.
This is a memory to remember, Mike. This is incredible. You are now a state champion, and you will be for the rest of your life.
Traditional handshakes. I'm sorry, Danny.
Yeah, not many women can say that they are state champions. It's a great honor. They should be very proud, as should Kansas.
Well, again, two fine teams, but you saw what real depth and experience can do. The St. Francis of Wheaton Spartans, they are the Class A girls champions for 1997. Brought a nice group down with them. They are cheering. They've got the school colors on. Well, some of them have painted the school colors on. We'll be back. The Class A champions to be Wheaton St. Francis at championship point.
That pretty much explains it. St. Francis was tough. Kansas tried to fight them off, but they just couldn't do it.
15-7, 15-4. Peg Kopech and her charges are the Class A champions. We'll take a look at one more time as the ball will go long, and the championship right with it. We'll be back with more in just a minute. An experienced group of Spartans. Watch them in the far court as they'll beat you a bunch of ways, Danny.
Definitely right here you'll see the great set. Look at the power in those arms, and then look in the power in this hit.
Aaron Bird.
The power.
But if that weren't enough, they can always do it with deception too. Watch here.
This team has incredible court sense and incredible athleticism. Right there on a fake hit, just dumps it up the middle.
Shannon Melka just putting it just behind the front line. And then again, to go with Bird, Erica Greer.
Solid. This is the team's logo, and this is what they definitely were this evening.
That's what they call themselves, solid as a rock, and they are the state champions. More coming up from Normal. Well, the Lady Bulldogs, they're not in Kansas anymore. They've come to Normal to take home the second place trophy, second best in the entire state. Quite an effort from the Lady Bulldogs of Kansas High School. And over on the other side, taking home the state championship trophy, there they are. The Spartans of Wheaton St. Francis. Oh boy, are they happy, and can you blame them? An outstanding effort, 15-7, 15-4, no doubt. They are the best, and we'll be back to talk with the coach of the state champions after this. Back at Redbird Arena, joining Danny and me at the table, the coach of the Class A state champions, Peg Kopek. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Tough haul, tough road, but you're here.
It's great to be here.
Tell me, you go in as a heavy favorite, no doubt about it. You're going against a school that basically fields 9 players, undermanned, if you will. Was there a tendency to let up?
Oh, no. I watched them play this afternoon. They beat Huntley. They look terrific. It doesn't really matter how many players you have as long as they're good ones.
Yeah, now you were talking about the ability to spread the wealth on your team, but your 2 big hitters were certainly doing it today.
We set them probably a little bit too much. They were getting the job done for us, so we just kept going back there. But if you notice, some other people came in and helped a lot. Lindsay Cotter, Beth Rodriguez,
And they
also
did the
Katie
job.
Virtue came in and split up the offense a little bit, moved the ball around a little bit.
Danny?
Coach, I want to know what you feed these girls in the front row for breakfast, because these girls are big, they're strong, they're in shape. I mean, what do you do really physically to keep these girls in this shape? They're incredible.
They work very hard themselves. They have the temperament where they enjoy that physical competition. In fact, if I don't work them hard enough, they want harder practices. So.
Great. Okay.
And coming back, you've got a few people who are going to return next year, so they've got something to shoot for, something to match.
It will be difficult. This is a very special team. These kids have set the tone since July, actually since down here last year. The juniors really came forward and showed a lot of leadership last year, and as seniors, they just got the job done. They're a great team, personally.
Well, and congratulations to you. 23 years at the same location and 4 state titles.
It's pretty exciting, but you have to give the credit to the kids. I've been lucky. I've had a lot of talent, a lot of help with assistant coaches, so it's a great feeling.
Okay, well, congratulations, and we'll maybe see you again next year.
I hope so.
Okay, Peg Kopek, the coach of Wheaton St. Francis. We've got the AA final coming up, so stay right here. Let's check out our Pepsi play of the match, and it is championship point. The ball goes long, and the championship belongs to Wheaton St. Francis. And congratulations to the Spartans.